Yes, I think hardly anybody knows that I'm a devoted feminist, and I really hold the view very strongly that men have mucked up the world politically and in religious terms, and I think that they should be banned from both the areas. That it should be women should be running the world, and there would be fewer wars, and there'd be fewer needs for me to write my books about war. Well, my greatest fear is that something dreadful will happen to a person I love. I think that's pretty much what most of us feel. I suppose the most powerful influence from a very early age was Treasure Island. And the reason I feel that is that it's a magnificent story. And I think people adore stories because we are absolutely surrounded by facts and experiences that seem to have no particular meaning. And a story gives us a chance to add a pattern to life, to really feel as though we can find a context, a beginning, a middle and an end. And Treasure Island most certainly did that for me. There's a song that stays with me, and it's called Always, and it always stays with me. It's a love song, and I remember it, and I sing it myself in the shower sometimes, because it's the song that my mother and I used to sing together when we were doing the washing and drying up as I was growing up in Queensland. Well, I wouldn't mind being George Ernest Morrison, who was the greatest journalist that Australia has ever produced. And he was the one who, more than anyone else, assisted the Chinese to rid themselves of the Manchu Empire and to take over as a republic. And that was in 1912. He was the most famous Australian in the world at the time, even more famous than Dame Nellie Melba. And he changed the world. He not only wrote history, he made it. I suspect little Robert Macklin would say, nicely done. I'm quite pleased. It might sound a little self-absorbed, but my greatest influence really is myself. I live in the moment. I don't follow other authors or thinkers or preachers or anything of that kind. I live my own life, and I'm very proud that I am my own leader. Catch-22's got everything. It blows away so much nonsense that's written in the world, and it gives you a laugh at the same time. So yeah, Catch-22 would be the one that I'd love to have with me. I really don't have a favourite author other than well, actually I do. It's a guilty secret, but my favourite author is a guy called Steele Rudd, and he read a series of books called On Our Selection, On Our New Selection, better known as Dad and Dave. But he's a wonderful, folksy, gorgeous, emotive writer, and he talks about the Australian bush in a way that no other writer really has achieved. And so Steele Rudd's my number one, and I actually reread all of his books about every 3 or 4 years. My favourite word, unquestionably, is elegant, because I really think that it's elegance that we are searching for in patterns in the world. It's elegance that really attracts and holds us, and it works as a word to describe the feeling that we have when we see something which is elegant.